Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I am using a brand new deck that I just got for Christmas. It's called the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce. So I'm excited to see how this deck reads. This will be my very first reading with this deck. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. Each card is going to represent a portion of the upcoming week. And I apologize, I'm really late uploading this video. I planned to get this video done and uploaded before Christmas, and I didn't. And then Christmas happened, and I was just kind of caught up in the busyness with family and stuff, and I didn't get to it. So I'm a day or two late, so I apologize. I am joined by my foster kitty, Mackenzie. Mackenzie is just she's just resting. She likes to be as far away from me as possible. And it snowed yesterday, so it's super snowy. This is the first white Christmas I think I've ever experienced in my entire life, so it's been really exciting. So let's start with the first card. This card is for a Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. So we have the High Priestess for the beginning of the week, and I'm excited to see her here. So let's talk a little bit about the High Priestess. There's some key words on this card. You may not be able to see it in the video. It's very subtle. It's worked into the artwork. It's on this little thing here, and it says secrets, dreams, wisdom, inner voice, spirit world. Spirit world. Okay. Yeah, the High Priestess is such a powerful and it's kind of a mystical card to get. So what does it mean for us? I feel like the power of the High Priestess is going to be shining on the rest of the week, so not just Monday, Tuesday, but I feel like we will feel her effect and her influence throughout the entire week. And the High Priestess, this is about paying attention to the invisible realms. So things like energy, dreams, spiritual things, paying attention to your spiritual needs, your soul needs, and really honoring the mystical part of yourself, honoring your intuition. I think sometimes we can get so caught up in day-to-day life and all the chores and things that we need to take care of that we get so rooted in the physical that we sometimes neglect the spiritual side of things. And so the High Priestess is here to remind you to honor this side of yourself. There's also a lot of other themes here. There's this theme of rebirth. So the symbol of the snake, we have a snake here, which symbolizes regeneration and rebirth and, shedding its skin. And then we also have the skull that she's holding, which is a symbol of death and rebirth. And I don't normally associate the High Priestess necessarily with the death and rebirth, but it feels like we're all kind of in the process of casting off an old skin and inhabiting a new skin, kind of stepping into a new phase. I love the sort of eye in her forehead, and it kind of symbolizes that third eye and having intuitive insight and wisdom and being able to see things from a different perspective, from a more spiritual, energetic soul perspective. So beginning of the week is a good time to practice things like meditation, paying attention to your dreams, doing whatever you need to do to honor your intuition. So this might be recording your intuitive feelings and ideas in a journal. It may be taking time each day to just connect with that intuitive part of yourself. There's many other ways. Those are just the 2 that kind of popped into my head. So let's look at the middle of the week. So for Wednesday, Thursday-ish, ooh, I love this one. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And this always makes me think of a unicorn. And then I'm like, oh no, it doesn't have the horn. This is just a regular horse, but a very mystical looking horse. So we have Knight of Pentacles here in the middle of the week. Knight of Pentacles is an interesting card. So whenever a knight shows up in a reading, it tells you, it's kind of confirming that you're moving forward. We're always, in some ways, we're always moving forward. Everything is always changing. Nothing is the same. But sometimes we can feel kind of stuck. And the Knight of Pentacles says you're moving forward, and it's okay to go slow. You don't have to put your foot on all the way down on the pedal. It's okay to take things slow. It's okay to check in with yourself from time to time, and you don't have to you shouldn't feel pressured to always be moving full steam ahead. It's okay to take it slow. The keywords on this card are prosperity, benefits, investment. Interesting. I don't really ever associate those things with the Knight of Pentacles. When I'm reading the Knight of Pentacles, I usually just associate this card with moving forward slowly, being thoughtful, being methodical. And sometimes the Knight of Pentacles can come up if you're feeling kind of stuck. So if it feels like you're stuck in a rut or not moving forward as quickly as you would like to, sometimes this card can represent that. And the trick, I think, to becoming unstuck is to honor this part of yourself, honor your inner high priestess, and turn to kind of the spiritual side of life and go inward and celebrate your intuition. That's going to help you get unstuck in other areas. Okay, let's look at the last card. This is for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right. Here we have the Queen of Wands. All right. So 2 court cards in this reading. So let's talk about the Queen of Wands. So the keywords, which are, you might not be able to see them, but they're written here and here. The keywords are creativity, leader, and focus. So the Queen of Wands is such a creative, dynamic, and kind of an eccentric character. So this is the kind of person who has all kinds of wild ideas, yet also has the organization and groundedness to make things happen. Because you know those people who, they're all over the map, they have all kinds of creative ideas, but they can't seem to get anything off the ground, and they're always kind of flaky and loopy. And then there's people who are like the extreme opposite, where they're very organized and regimented and disciplined, but they're not very creative or interesting. Queen of Wands is kind of in the middle of those two things. So she has kind of the best of both worlds. She's grounded enough and has determination, dedication. She knows how to really focus, and she has wonderful leadership skills, yet she's also connected to the fiery side of life. She's connected to her spirit, her passion, and her creativity. So she can bring these wonderful ideas down and make them manifest on the physical plane and make them work out. So why is she here in the reading for us? What is she trying to say? So on the weekend, she is encouraging you to really tap into your inner Queen of Wands. So you can ask yourself, what am I passionate about? What lights me up? What new creative ideas have I had? And are there any creative projects that I really want to focus on over the next year? Because remember, this is kind of the last week before New Year's. New Year's is it on Friday or Saturday? I can't remember. Well, I guess Queen of Wands would represent that. She'd represent New Year's Eve. So on New Year's Eve or leading up to New Year's Eve, really think about, this is a great time for thinking about goals and dreams and intentions, like setting intentions and things like that. And the Queen of Wands is saying, this year, don't be so serious in your goals and intentions. This year, give yourself permission to be a little bit wild, and your goals and intentions for the year don't have to be purely practical. And especially if you find yourself always making the same goals and the same intentions year after year after year, she's saying, try something different. Set a different intention this year. Try something totally different. And this year, let your passion be your guide. Whatever lights you up, makes you feel warm inside, whatever ignites your spirit, let that guide you when it comes to setting intentions. So feel into any intentions that you set. Feel into them. When you feel into that intention or that goal, does it make you feel excited? Do you feel energized? Do you feel light? Do you feel a sense of warmth or excitement or what? Or does it make you feel heavy or limited or cold? Like really feel into how you feel when you think of that intention or that goal. Okay, let's look at all three of these cards together. We have two powerful women on either side of this reading, the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. And they're kind of in some ways similar. The High Priestess is about really venturing inward into the universe that is inside of you and honoring the sacred, the mystical side of things. And the Queen of Wands is more about taking real world action. So there's more of a down to earth quality with her. She's also tapped into kind of that spiritual realm, but she's also very, she has 2 feet on the ground. She's here on earth. She's a little more earthy than the High Priestess. So it's almost like we have to journey inward to connect with the High Priestess part of ourselves first. And then we can let our inner Queen of Wands shine through. And right smack dab in the middle of that reading is the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, I think, also reminds us to honor the physical, because High Priestess, Queen of Wands, these are spiritual, energetic, fiery cards. And Knight of Pentacles is so physical. And it's saying, don't forget about the physical realm. Don't forget to take care of things on the physical plane. This is just as important as the spiritual. It's not less important. It's not less spiritual. How you operate on the third dimension or in the physical realm is merely an expression of your spiritual energy. So you want the two things to be in alignment. So pay attention to how you treat your body, the foods you eat, the actions you take, the physical things that you create, paying attention also to like the feng shui of your living space and how it feels for you physically. Paying attention to all of these things is going to be helpful this week. And I know I'm going way over time. I don't normally talk for 13 minutes when I do these readings. But just one thing I'm noticing is the eye on the crown of the Queen of Wands. And then there's the eye on the crown of the High Priestess as well. So that symbol has come through twice. So I think that's telling, that third eye. And I think it represents intuition and wisdom. So that energy is coming through really strongly this week. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you find this reading helpful. I want to wish you the best for New Year's. So happy New Year's. I'm going to be posting my New Year's reading this coming week. So I always do a 9-card forecast reading, and I'll be posting that in the next few days or so. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and you can check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com, for all kinds of tarot learning resources. So have a great week.